Hello and welcome back to Chasing Green Arrows. Today we'll be doing the predictions for game week 11. I have with me as usual my co-host Mr. Abrar Aziz and Mr. Zohar Khan. Abrar, what's up, bro? How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you guys?
Doing.
It's not my time. It's not my time right now. Unfortunately, you United fans are doing well. Arsenal, on the other hand, is been poor. So you guys can do all the banter you want, but the tide will change.
Zo, what's up, man?
So all I'm gonna say is good evening. New manager, same as the old manager. New manager, same as the old manager. Same results, bro. Get out of here, bro. But I'd also like to draw attention to the fact that we are all absolutely terrible pickers when it comes to making predictions. If this was our full-time job, we would all be homeless because we never get anything right. That's what I'm thinking. What's the table?
I still beat you,
like?
bro. I got more points than you.
Yeah, if you look at the table, Don was the highest scorer this week with 6 points. All the rest of us, me, Zohar, and Ashish, scored 5 points each. So Don, so because of that, Don, me, and Zo are tied with 23 points. At the top of the table, and Ashish has 14 points, but he started a week late. But yeah, we're all equal. So I'm giving Don second place, Abrar second place because for goal difference, just like that.
Oh, I like that.
And,
I like that.
and Zo is in first.
But it should be like that. It should
Because
be like
alphabet?
No, not because of alphabet. I'm saying that if people are tied on points, then if you have more picks that are correct because of actual score lines, I think that should be the goal difference.
We both had one
Shut up, bro.
correct score.
I'm talking, man. I'm talking.
No, but we both had one score line that was accurate.
I'm talking in general. I'm talking overall, not just 1 week. I'm talking overall.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Or we can just make it always me
sure,
on top. I don't mind. I'm easy, bro.
Bro, I'll by next game week I'll actually beat you in terms of points. We won't have the same number of points, so then you won't have a choice but to be second.
Don, what I don't understand is
by next week you can have these chats with Troy Deeney, bro. Get out of here.
But with Abrar, I don't understand. His picks are completely different to ours, but we still managed to be on similar points. But yeah, I mean, it's
because all their picks are shit.
But yeah, I think looking forward to this game week. Let's start the predictions. So unfortunately, it was supposed to start on Friday, but because of the Newcastle Villa game being postponed, we hear that there's I think 5 or more players in the Newcastle club who got tested positive. So because of that, that game is postponed. So the games will start on Saturday. We're skipping the Friday game. So Saturday, the first game will be Burnley versus Everton. Don, you can take this first.
So I think Everton will be upset with the way they perform against Leeds. They were outrun. They were outclassed by a good Leeds performance in terms of just the way it went. I thought Everton started off well, but then they really tapered off significantly. So it's kind of a comeback for them now, and Burnley is probably a good team for them to face, because if they don't start picking up those points, it's going to be a big problem. So I guess Burnley is probably the ideal candidate to kind of just turn the luck in their favor a little bit and just get some points under the belt and look forward. So I think that Everton will win this one 2-1.
Everton 2-1, and so Everton will be upset with their performance against Leeds, but they'll want to come back strong against this Burnley team.
For sure, man. I mean, I really thought that, like Abrar said, he nailed it, man. They got outworked, they got out hustled. I mean, you know what you're gonna get when you play against a Bielsa team. You have to come ready for it. And I think that they just the way they took that loss, it's gonna hurt. They were missing Lucas Dean, they were missing a player or here and there, but that's still no excuse. And Burnley is the perfect team to play like this. I mean, they're terrible. They are hard to break down, but even then, that staunch Burnley defense hasn't really been seen that much this season. So I'm picking Everton to win 2-0, against Burnley. So 2-0 Everton to Burnley.
I don't know what it is, but I have the same prediction. 2-0 for Everton. I don't know what.
Unbelievable! You guys always have the same prediction.
Yeah, I haven't really done. I don't know why, but it's 2-0. But yeah, I actually was surprised the way Everton played. Yes, they lost the game, but Leeds were actually the better team. So I would want to see a better performance from Everton. I think Ancelotti will get his boys together, and hopefully we see that. But yeah, it was surprising the overall play, not just the result.
That's it.
Yeah, but moving on to the next game, Manchester City versus Fulham. It could be a potential big score line in City's favor, but Fulham the last few game weeks have been doing really good, man. Like, maybe we thought like against Everton it was kind of like a luck kind of thing, but then they put things together and they shocked Leicester. We all had Leicester wins. I think that's the reason why we got so many predictions wrong, because that was a surprising loss.
Yeah. There are a lot of upsets.
There's a lot of upsets, and this was a big upset. So Zoe, your thoughts on this game? Do you see Fulham fighting? But and overall, what do you think about this game?
I think Fulham's going to put up more of a fight than we've been seeing. There's a little bit of spark coming in, but I think, bro, that gear that City hit when they smashed Burnley for 5, bro, I think they're gonna come gunning. Mahrez is in some form after international break. They got a couple of guys that are really beginning to click together. Like it's a work in progress. Their defense is still shaky, but I think that they should dispatch Fulham pretty smoothly. 4-1 to City for me.
4-1 City. Don, do you agree with Zoe?
I agree too. I think that they will leak a goal, but I think they have enough in the tank to make this a relatively easy win for City. I think it's a nice game to kind of after Burnley, just to keep things flowing for them. So I think it's going to be a 3-1 victory for City.
3-1. I'm just going slightly clean sheet wise, so I'm going 4-0 City. But don't underestimate this Fulham team, man. I think they're starting to get it together. Scott Parker, man,
what is there to underestimate this shit?
No, I mean last couple of games they've looked good, man. Like honestly, I expected Leicester to spank them. I predicted like 3-0.
Yeah, true that.
So I'm not saying they're gonna beat City, but I'm just saying they might give a fight. Like they might
see some surprising things happening.
Yeah. It's still, but it's favorable to City's thing. But yeah, I'm going 4-0 to Manchester City. And then moving on to the next game, I think that's the biggest game of the game week. West Ham versus Manchester United. United coming off a big win against Southampton away from home, and they're playing away again. Zoe, I'll let you take this first.
Bro, honestly, I think that they're going to win 3-2 again. I think that... No lie. Because West Ham been looking good, man. West Ham's been putting in a lot of good performances as of late. They beat Villa in their last game as well. Not to say that we're on Aston Villa's level, but they've just got this nice momentum building. They're playing decent football, nothing too overly complicated, but they know what their strengths are. They play to them and they execute well. And I think that in those sorts of things, that's where United can get, United become vulnerable. A quick ball played through the middle, something going out to the side and beating our back line. We really have trouble adjusting to those sorts of things. So I definitely see some goals in there, but I'm hoping that our front line fires. That Donny start look really, really good for me. So I see if we play a similar sort of team, similar sort of setup, and maybe Cavani does his Matador act again, I'm looking 3-2 to United.
3-2 to United. Don, your thoughts on this game? You went against United in the last game week, and I'm not going to try to make fun of you because Southampton were in really good form, but West Ham coming off a win, they'll have confidence, but at the same time, they were a bit lucky there against Aston Villa. The Villa missed a penalty and there's a overturned decision from marginal offside. So not the most clinical West Ham performance, but they're still on a good run this season. So your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I think this is after the first game when West Ham was looking very, very poor. I think they've pulled it together. David Moyes has done a very, very good job to bring this team together. Like Zoe mentioned, I think they're structured very well. They have a plan. They are executing very, very well. And I think this will be and this United side, like Zoe mentioned again, I think will find it hard to kind of break this team down. I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay. I mean, that's reasonable. I'm going for a Zoe kind of prediction. I'll go 2-1 United. I think to snatch it towards the end there. It'll be interesting, but I think to be honest, versus Southampton, United actually had chances even when they before
United,
like in the first half.
United should have won that game 4-2, bro. But there was that Greenwood chance. There were a couple of things.
Yeah, the Greenwood Bruno. Yeah. So even before the goal, they had chances. Even after the first goal, United still had chances. So defensively, they'll need to buckle up. I think at the back with this kind of defensive line, it's very difficult to.
But listen. A moment of appreciation from a man, James Ward-Prowse, bro. That guy can hit a free kick, bro. Wow.
I mean, he's a set piece specialist, man. Set piece specialist. I was talking to a lot of people who like watch England and stuff. Like I wasn't. I also heard like a few analysts as well talking about it, and they say that he's so frustrating when you watch him play for England. But when he's on the set piece, he's just next level. So like that's what it is.
That delivery is pinpoint, bro. Top pins.
Yep, yeah, exactly. So I think I'm going 2-1. Zoe's going 3-2, and Don is going 1-1. I think that wraps up that game. And then moving on to Chelsea versus Leeds. Don, Chelsea draw against Tottenham, but still they've been in good form there. The defense is looking better, sharper. Yes, Thiago Silva is a bit older, but he's manning that defense like we talked about in the player ratings. Zuma as well doing a decent job. So attacking wise, they will have a lot of chances against this Leeds team. But Leeds also coming back after a big win against Everton, so they'll have confidence. So your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I think Chelsea has been good lately. They've had a string of few decent games. I think they have a bad game around the corner, and I think this is going to be the bad game. I'm just going to stick my head out. I'm going to go with the 3-2 Leeds win. I just feel like Leeds, after a couple of poor performances before, I think that win against Everton and the way they kind of won it with the complete outclass of a decent team in Everton. I think that they'll want to continue that, and I think they probably will. And that's why I'm going to go with a little bit of a surprise. I'm going 3-2 to Leeds.
3-2 to Leeds. Oh wow. Okay.
That's just have a bad game. I have a feeling Chelsea has a bad game around.
Wow.
Bound to happen.
Don has been talking down Chelsea this whole season, and he's proved.
They've been amazing. I'm not.
Bro, there's a lot of Chelsea fans who are going to be up your case, man, after this. But
I know.
But if you get this right, I'm tempted to give you a bonus point. But yeah, that's sticking your neck out there. Appreciate. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. Zoe, your thoughts on this game and your prediction?
So for me, bro, I think this is going to be a banger of a game. We're going to see Chelsea play the way that they play. They couldn't really implement their game plan against Mourinho because of the sort of, tactics that Mourinho came up with. We all know what Bielsa brings. It's going to be all out attack. I think it's going to be a back and forth sort of game. And I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw, actually.
2-2 draw.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting, man. Both you guys are not giving Chelsea wins. I went a bit different. I'm going Chelsea 3-1. I feel yes, Leeds are looking good in the last game, but they've tend to do this season. They win games and then they show up and then they lose. Like they haven't shown consistent form. And I feel this Chelsea team is top quality. They played a tough game against Tottenham, so they'll want to come out and make a statement. And if they want to be title challengers, they'll need to continue to win, especially win these types of games. And I think the likes of Warner, Ziyech, now even Pulisic and Havertz coming back. I think they have a lot of quality there. So I'm pushing for a Chelsea win. I'll probably go 3. Yeah, I'm going 3-1 Chelsea. Yeah, that's some good picks from you guys. I mean, surprising.
3-1 Chelsea, man. Heavy 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going just on form plus like the squads and everything. So I'm just going like that. But if Don gets this right, I'll be really surprised. That'll be crazy.
What did Don pick?
3-2 Leeds.
I have 3-2 Leeds.
Yeah, and then moving on to the next.
Bamford hat-trick.
Bamford hat-trick. I mean, he's getting into good positions. He was unlucky in the last game. He could have scored a few goals.
Bro, Don's been approached by a suspicious individual who has told him that for 250 gold coins, he can give him some special information. That's what's going on over here, man. But let's go. Yeah. So what is it? West Brom Crystal Palace? Is that what we're on now?
Yeah. We're West Brom Palace. Whenever we talk about West Brom, I just laugh because I know what Zoe's gonna say about West Brom Fulham. He has the same opinion. But Zoe, you need to give respect to this team, man. They got you the 3 points this week that you needed. West Brom 1-0.
Bro, in my heart, bro. But they're gonna lose 1-0 at Crystal Palace.
Sorry? I didn't get you there. Sorry, you said we're going to lose one.
I'm saying they're in my heart. I appreciate them. I respect them. I thank you so much for those much needed 3 points. But yeah, 1-0 to Crystal Palace.
You're going 1-0 Crystal Palace.
Sorry, guys.
That's a bit harsh. Yeah, sorry, you done? What are you saying?
I thought I lost you there for a second, but I'm good.
No. I paused. But yeah, Don, your thoughts on this game? West Brom versus Palace. Zoe, West Brom got Zoe the points, but he's going 1-0 Palace. So your thoughts?
I'm also going with the Palace win. I think I think that Palace is just kind of tapered off in form a little bit. I think that this is a good chance for them to kind of.
There's still no Zaha, by the way.
Yeah, no Zaha. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But I'm going with a Jordan Ayew late winner, 1-2 to Palace.
You're going 1-2 to Palace.
What?
Don,
1-1 to Palace, you mean?
2-1, yeah.
Palace.
2-1 to
I think Palace
Palace,
is
yeah.
away, right? So that's
Yeah,
why I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
have it
yeah,
written
yeah.
down.
So
Yeah.
this guy's
Don, I got 2-1 right here written. Palace as well, baby. I ain't changing it. It's been a while since me and you had the same prediction, so I'm going 2-1 Palace as well. I have reasons, but let's just go with I want to copy Don. So
Okay.
yeah, 2-1. Now moving on to the next game, Sheffield versus Leicester. I got screwed by giving Leicester a 3-0 win. But Don, you can take this first. Your thoughts on this game, and do you think Leicester will come back? Very surprising to lose to Fulham, but I think they're struggling to break down teams. They prefer playing on the counter. We saw against Leeds how they played as well. So they're struggling to break down teams. You think this season?
Yeah, I think to an extent, I think it plays in their favor when they have to counterattack a little bit. I think that's the kind of style that Brendan has kind of tried to inculcate into this team. He's been struggling a little bit, and they'll be really upset with that Fulham loss. And they're coming up against another team that's struggling with relegation. I think a team that's been very poor. I've been backing them for the past couple of game weeks, and they've kind of let me down, unfortunately. I don't know. I just feel like they have something in them to turn it around. I'm going with a 1-1 draw, man. I'm going to surprise. I'm going with some interesting choices over here. So 1-1 draw for me.
1-1. You're going 1-1 draw. Zo?
Bro, I am doubling down on my bet from last week. 3-0 win to Leicester, bro. You cannot do that to me. You cannot lose to Fulham 2-1 like that. No, you are winning 3-0. You are getting me goals. 3-0 to Leicester. Sheffield, get out of here.
Man, I don't know what to say, but I was thinking on the same lines as Zoa. I'm like, this can't happen again. And Leicester have to win. I have 3-0 written down as well. Unfortunately, I want to change it, man, because like it doesn't like that's what I mean. Zoe get the same points every week. But yeah, go on, man. 3-0 Leicester. Jamie Vardy having a party, man. Hopefully he scores a few goals. He gave an assist, but we didn't see him on the score sheet, so he'll be wanting to bang in some goals. And Sheffield have been really poor, man, this season. They had plenty of chances against West Brom, but that's West Brom, like Zoe would say. So I'm going with a Leicester win. And then the biggest game of the game week, North London derby. It's the greatest team in North London versus Arsenal. Don, your thoughts on this game? You can talk a bit about it before you give your prediction.
I have nothing to say. 2-1 to Arsenal.
Mic drop. Oh my God.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to say anything.
Yeah, just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just
2-1 to Arsenal. So okay, then you'll have to do the talking for this bit. I was expecting the other way around, but you'll have to do the talking.
Bro, I've got even less to say. 2-0 Spurs.
2-0 Spurs. So
bro, the special one. Are you kidding me? He's gonna show this, Armani wearing Tony Pulis Saudis. Bro, get out of here, bro. 2-0 Spurs. Watch my man Jose knows the way. He is the special one. He will not be defeated. Arsenal is nothing. Plus, bro, where's the best striker in the league, bro? What happened to him? Bro? Visa issues, Corona. What's going on, bro? I haven't heard Oba's name on the score sheet in a long time, bro.
I swear I thought you were talking about Harry Kane, and then suddenly when you started saying these things, I'm like, yo, what do you mean? He's there. He's scoring goals. But yeah.
Goal and assist for him. 1 goal, 1 assist. Saka to finish it off. So Spurs getting an early goal. Everyone's going to start writing Arsenal off. It's going to be an inspired performance. 58th minute and 92nd minute.
No one's starting to write Arsenal off. Arsenal's already been written off.
Yeah.
Already been written off.
Remember how you guys started last season? And you did well, okay? So let's not write anyone off yet.
Yeah, and remember how you did last season? You started when you finished shit. So what's your point with that?
I'm just saying that we start shit and we'll finish better than you.
No, you don't.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. I told you we got money on it anyways, but as it stands, we are superior to you, but we shall see.
Yeah, it's a long game week. Another 28 weeks left, bro.
The good thing is that Donald has some extra motivation to come on the podcast if Arsenal win, and
yeah.
So it'll be easier to get him on for the next week. But yeah, apart from that, I feel it's gonna be. I have this blank because I just I want to do this on the spot. So I'm going 4-0 to Spurs. I'm sorry, man. This is the. I mean,
The
like
disrespect, bro.
I
The
know I'm gonna get
disrespect.
it from Don. I know this is there's gonna be a lot of clips if I get this wrong and Arsenal win and everything. Don's gonna keep rewinding this and putting it everywhere on all the social medias. But I'm just yeah, I just want to be wild today. So yeah, 4-0 Spurs. Harry Kane 2 goals. Son 2 goals. Can you guess the assists, Don, that I'm predicting?
I don't even care.
Tell me, bro. I care. Tell me, bro. Tell me.
Yeah, so I said 2 goals for Kane and 2 goals for Son. So 2 assists for Kane and 2 assists for Son.
Bro, give one to my boy Ndombele, bro. Come on, man.
I was thinking Gareth Bale off the bench to make it 5-0, but I'll go with 4-0. I'll go for 4-0 Spurs. And this is just, I think this is a very risky prediction, but I like to mess around with my co-host. We've had a good relationship and, let's keep it going like this, keep the banter going. So I'm ready to take it if I'm wrong, but I'm going 4-0 Spurs. Don, you're going 2-1 Arsenal, and Zoe, you're going 2-0 Spurs.
Yes,
I think
sir.
this, I think Don will come if he gets it exactly bang on 3 points. He's going to take a good lead this next week. But if not, then
He's not getting this result right. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have to pencil this in, man. 4-0 Spurs. I can't believe I said that. But yeah. Next game, Liverpool Wolves. Don, you sure you don't want to say anything about the North London derby?
No. I'll do a lot of talking next week.
Okay. So Liverpool versus Wolves. Liverpool have been doing really well despite the injuries, but a bit unlucky against Brighton. But they drew. I think they'll be upset with that result. Wolves will be on a high. I think even despite losing Jimenez, they still dominated Arsenal. Not dominated, but they played really well. They would be very happy with that performance. So, Don, your thoughts on this game? Do you see a Liverpool victory, or Wolves will make it tough?
Wolves will make it tough, but I think that Liverpool will come out of this. I mean, they'll come out all guns blazing. I just feel like I have a feeling that Klopp, I saw it in his eyes even today in the game today. So while I was watching the highlights, it just felt like he's ready. I think he's expecting a big performance from the lads, and I think he also knows that if he messes up a game or two more, it start getting a little tricky with some of the other guys kind of catching up quickly. So I'm going for a 3-1 win for Liverpool.
3-1 win. I have noticed something, Don. Whenever your team loses to a certain team, you don't back that team the next game week. but I don't know. Maybe it's just a pattern developing from last week. But
we'll find out. This is the first I've heard of it. So we'll see how it goes.
3-1 for Liverpool. You see Liverpool winning this. They won today in the Champions League as well, but only 1-0. It's not the most fluent Liverpool team because of the injuries, of course. Do you see Wolves troubling this team?
No, man. I see Liverpool winning 3-1. I think Liverpool are going to be really, professional, really composed.
You both went 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1, bro. I think some of the kids that they brought in, bro, these guys are playing well, bro. They're adjusting well. They're stepping up to the plate. There's enough experience around them. Yeah, they don't have everyone, but this is also a Wolves team that's struggling. Raul Jimenez, hope he gets well soon. He had that skull fracture, that skull surgery. That was really bad. They're already short up. They're already short up front. In terms of depth, that's going to be even worse for them. So I think it's going to be a spirited performance. Nuno always brings his game, but I think Liverpool should take this 3-1.
3-1 Liverpool, both you're going with the same prediction. I just feel, I don't know, man. Wolves, yes, they don't have Jimenez, unfortunately, but I think they'll take a lot of confidence from that win against Arsenal. I don't think they'll win this game, but I just feel them snatching a point from somewhere. So I'm going 1-1 Liverpool Wolves. Yes, I haven't predicted Liverpool to win this season so far, but right now, just because of the injuries and stuff, I feel...
And you wonder why you have less points all the time.
Yeah, bro, for real.
I know. Like last week, I went for a loss, but they drew. But so that's why I'm going more safer now. I'm not going for a loss. But yeah, I think 1-1 Liverpool Wolves. But I agree with all your points. I think they've been really looking good despite the injuries, and they're proving a lot of people wrong. But it might catch up, and we saw that against Brighton. You normally wouldn't see them drop a point against Brighton. Yes, they were unlucky VAR and all that stuff, but you normally wouldn't see this kind of Liverpool team in the last couple of years drop points like that. So, and that's because of the injuries and everything they're going through. So I just feel that and the Wolves team with confidence, it will be a tricky game. The last game of the game week, Brighton versus Southampton. Southampton will be a bit depressed with that result against United. They worked hard. I think their midfield, ran their legs out, but unfortunately, in the end, Cavani was the difference. But your thoughts on this game? Brighton would be happy with that point against Liverpool. So yeah.
For sure, Brighton's going to be happy with that point against Liverpool, but I think Southampton's going to come fired up because honestly, bro, they could have taken it to United. That was a very open game. They were going to consider themselves unlucky to, lose the way that they did. I think they're going to come. They're going to try and impose their game. It's going to be a free-flowing game. Brighton plays well, bro. They play attacking football. Southampton moves the ball around well. Ralph Hasenhuttl has got them playing some interesting football. And I honestly think that Southampton's going to win 2-1, bro. I think that they have it in them to just overcome Brighton 2-1.
I can see from Don's reaction, he has the same prediction. He wants to change it. But Don, your thoughts on this game?
Change that to 3-1 to Southampton.
You had 2-1, eh?
I had 2-1. But I want to keep it interesting. I mean, if we win, we both get a point anyway. But if we win 3-1, then it just makes it all the more interesting. But I agree with them. I think I agree with Southampton will be very upset after that loss. I think they'll want to turn it around. They'll want to come out organs blazing and try to snatch the win. And I think it'll be a professional performance. I think they'll win 3-1. They've been looking good. I mean, even though they lost United, I think even before that they were looking good. Even the first half of the United game, they started off well and they continued for a fair period of time. But hats off to United to snatch that victory in the end. But I think that it's just a small glitch in what's been a decent season for them so far. So.
Yeah, they've definitely punched above their weight this season. So yeah, I mean, and 3-2 to United, no shame in that. They work their socks off. And
plus no Danny Ings, bro.
No Danny Ings as well, yeah. And without him, they've been winning games and they've been scoring goals.
Shea Adams has been putting that team on his back. Ward-Prowse been putting the team on his back. The guys have been stepping up, bro. It's been nice to see.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree with that. Having said that, Tariq Lamptey is back after a 1-game suspension, I think. So I'm going with a 2-2 draw. I feel like he's gonna whip in those balls, get some assists in. But yeah, and I think Brighton haven't been an easy team to beat this season. They haven't had as great as a start as Southampton, but I feel they've upset some teams, and I think they'll make it hard at home against Southampton. So I'm going with 2-2. But yeah, I think that wraps up the results. Any last thoughts? Don has been a bit quiet because of what happened last week, I'm guessing. But I think if results go his way, where he's going to be the host, the guest, and everything next, it's going to be a monologue next week.
That's it. Donnie, when you coming back from vacation, bro?
Bro, I'll be even on. I'll be on for most games. For
no, I know you'll be on, but I'm just saying.
I'm
general,
gone for a few weeks. I'm gone for 4 weeks.
Oh, Don's gonna be coming on his vacation. He's gonna be taking out time, so we expect to see him in some beach shorts and some.
Donnie's gonna come back fat.
I'm already fat, bro.
But yeah, no, I mean we're gonna look forward to your vacation setup next week. But
you probably won't be seeing these things, but I'll have my headphones on.
Yeah, for sure. But have a safe flight, man, and
thanks.
So what? Spurs Arsenal game of the week next week?
It looks like it, man.
Yeah. What's up? Oh, the game of the week.
Game of the week.
Yeah.
I
think so. We'll see if unlikely that there'll be more drama.
We'll see what. You guys win?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if there's something that's even more interesting, I won't mind.
Okay, listen. Request. If Tottenham do win, if you can bring Anas on, that'd be great.
Shout out to Anas.
If Tottenham do win, I'm out.
But Anas, I hope you're watching. We'll definitely have you on, especially if Spurs win. We just have to adjust the times for all of us because Don will be in a different time zone, but we'll make sure it happens. We'll make sure it happens if Spurs wins. And if I get my prediction right, don't worry, I'll be awake all night to try to get Don on the show.
I'll probably switch off my phone for a bit.
But yeah, I think with that, we wrapped up the ratings. Any last thoughts for this game week, guys?
No, man, it looks like a pretty standard game week. There's some interesting games happening, a lot of sort of top of the table, mid-table games, and then there's 1 or 2 games that are actually super interesting. But this is the week where you need to make up points, bro. This for United playing West Ham, City playing Fulham, Everton playing Burnley. These are the weeks where you need to pick up these points and secure these things to make sure that you keep yourself in the top, the top half of the table, the top 6, of the table, if you will.
Yeah, no, for sure. Don?
Yeah, I think I just can't wait for the game. I mean, I'm a little worried, but at the same time, I think I always back my boys. They very rarely lose North London derby. They've even in the poor seasons that they've had recently, they've usually more often than not won. Of course, they've had a couple of losses here and there, but I think that
And
there's a lot of talk, and this is a perfect time to change things around. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've come off of 2-3 pretty bad losses.
they beat United, so they'll have confidence from that
Yeah.
game. So
Well,
yeah.
it's been 3 games old. It just feels like a long time back.
Yeah. So it's not all gone for Arsenal for sure. They do have a good chance. I just it was kind of, that prediction was a bit like off track, but definitely Arsenal do have a really good chance. They played well against United, but they'll hope that they get that kind of performance. A bit more defensively. They need to be more tight. They can't take it for granted.
Take a few more chances. I feel like they've lost that kind of confidence going forward. Obviously, there's the lack of creativity, and it kind of seeps into these people into the players' minds and stuff like that. So it's a worry.
Yep, I think that's what it is, creativity. But I think with that, we wrapped up this episode. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Don, have a safe flight. Enjoy the holiday. Kick back, relax. You deserve it, man, and enjoy the good weather, bro. And
thanks.
That's it, bro. Have a great time. You're going to India, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Enjoy your time there. Make sure you eat lots of good food, and we'll catch you. We'll catch you from there then.
Looking forward to it, man. Thanks. Take care.
For sure, man. Take care. Take care, Zoe. Take care, guys.